So, our very first speaker this evening is Kristen Lear, and her talk is titled A Story of Bat Conservation and Tequila? Kristen.
If you break a finger, do the doctors put a cast over your entire arm? If you break your leg in multiple places, do they simply put a small splint on it? No, of course not. That's because although the overall problem is the same, a broken bone, the specific contexts of each break are different and require different approaches to fix them. The same is true with conserving the endangered Mexican long-nosed bat. Populations of these bats have been cut in half in recent years, in part due to human harvest of agave plants. You see, Mexican long-nosed bats rely on the nectar of agave flowers for food. But people in Mexico also harvest agaves for many important products like tequila and its cousin mezcal. And during harvest, the farmer cuts the flowering stalk off the plant. For the bats, this means no flowers, no food. For us, it means fewer bats, less pollination of agaves. To help solve this problem, bat conservationists have created a new bat-friendly tequila and mezcal label. To get the label, producers set aside a small portion of their crop to flower for the bats and make alcohol with the remaining portion. This sounds great. The producers get positive PR, we still get our tequila, and the bats still get their food. Unfortunately, it's not so simple. Tequila and mezcal production are restricted by law to only 10 Mexican states. But Mexican long-nosed bats migrate every year between central Mexico and the US, passing through states where tequila and mezcal production are not allowed. Instead, rural communities in these areas harvest agaves for many other important cultural uses. So what do we do to help protect the bats in these areas where the bat-friendly label cannot be used as an incentive? That's where my research comes in. Like doctors working to fix broken bones using the appropriate method for the specific break, I'm working in Northeast Mexico to find out what types of conservation strategies are appropriate for the specific local context of each area. It's like working on a puzzle with bat pieces and people pieces. I study the bats and their ecology to figure out where the bats are, and I also work with rural communities to find out what conservation strategies will work in each area. I spent this past summer interviewing agave harvesters, and it turns out that each community has very different local contexts in terms of their uses and management of agaves. This means that it is critical that we design conservation strategies that are tailored to each community. And ultimately, that's what I'm trying to do, to help save the bats by figuring out where we need casts and where we need splints. Thank you.